because as we just spoke, we had versions where we didn't see the fisherman. Do you remember why we wanted to add the fisherman like this? And I remember, I recall. I don't know if at the beginning we said arrows, but then you came up with the idea for adding the arrows, I think.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the arrows it's just something that clearly tells you like he's not sleeping in a weird position on a boat.
Oh yeah, true. Now I remember.
He's dead.
I remember because the guy, the one on the right, it could, if without the arrows, you could also think that he was just drunk, and all of them were drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, what a tribe. That.
And also the dress code.
I guess
I remember you going through the dress code of the tribe as well, but here, it was important to establish that the tone and the theme of the story ahead of time, right? And the dialogue in the beginning, at the first panel, you don't know who is thinking this, which is also something that I like. And it says, "Fisherman, I regret the Nine's cruelty towards your tribe." To me, it means that whoever is thinking it is not fisherman, right? Otherwise you would say your tribe. And also, I forgot what we said, but I also remember the three creatures on the side, like they're just drinking as if as if this happens on the daily for them. Like they don't really care about what the environment says. And I also like that about this. Like it kind of says life just goes on, or
yeah. It's kind of the whole vibe of this page, even on the webtoon. That I believe the webtoon doesn't have the thoughts yet.
Nope. And the webtoon version starts with sky. So
true. Yeah, I mean, but the vibe of the whole thing is, look how peaceful it is with all those dead people in water. That's the vibe of the page.
Yeah, and I remember someone saying that as well in the comments, like, here you see beautiful sky, then you scroll down, and then dead people.
Yeah, I guess I was the reason why we needed to show death just in the first panel. Because I guess my style created different expectations for the story.
Yeah.
So
I just love I just love that about this one, and it's exactly even though we might in the beginning might not have expressed it in this way, but this is exactly what I wanted the story to tell.
Yeah. Probably this is the only page where I believe that the webtoon gives like a better result of the experience. This is the only one. I mean, I like how it looks here, but webtoon allows you to see the whole space from sky to the water. But now you
this
just see this, which is fine.
This is a panel that it's a, you need to see it as part of a journey. So it's not like with webtoon, it kind of is storytelling wise. Yeah. You can express this perfectly in movie, in animation.
Not here.
And now it's just directly. So you're presented with it right away. There's no surprise element, and the surprise element that you do have with webtoon, or if it's an animation, you can create a surprise element. But that would be difficult to express.
I feel like when I first created this page, like the reformatting, I tried to include like a sky panel at the top of the page. But I don't think it worked, and like this page, the way it is right now, I think it's the best. I want to say compromise, but not even a compromise. It's the best thing that we could do with starting with the webtoon scene. And again, I feel like it's the only only page where scrolling through it might be the best experience.
Yeah. But still,
yeah.
looking at this, I still feel like it's a very strong opener. And if you jump in fresh, I hope, at least that's what I was thinking, is, especially if you read the dialogue, okay, you know, those people that are dead are the fishermen. They also look like fishermen, so that helps. And someone is aware of what happened to them and is regretful of what had happened to them, and partly and probably took part in whatever happened to them, and maybe could have stopped it, but for some reason, you know, those are thoughts that at least that's what I'm thinking right now when I see it, like thoughts that you could have, like, okay, the person thinking this has something to do with it. He's not part of the tribe, but he's probably part of whatever the ninth is. And it makes me wonder, what the hell, what is the ninth?
Oh yeah, true.
Is the ninth a person? Is it a, what is it? Is it a government?
I never thought about it that way, you know? Like, this is the first time where I realized the ninth could be person.
Yeah, like in One Piece, you have like number 7, number whatever it is. So it could be something like that, like the ninth.
Nice. Yeah, true. Yeah. I guess the only technical thing that improved with this page is that when scrolling in Webtoon, you didn't really see those animals right there. And it helps that they are bigger now because they come back in the next page. So this is the only technical improvement, I guess, of the whole reading experience. But I guess for the first page, yeah, pretty much everything we just said.
Yeah.
Describes this pretty clearly.
All right, on to the
next one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
I remember spending a lot of time on this bird right there.
Yeah,
this
and I also remember, what was it? It's gonna show up in the next page, but I wanted to make like a transition to the next page. It's also like, of course, the first page shows how intense it can be. And then the next page, I wanted to kind of hint at how also light-hearted it could possibly be. Like, adding this also shows like, okay, it's not gonna be on the same high frequency the entire time. You're gonna have your ups and your downs, moments to rest, moments to recharge from what happened prior, and then restart again.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to show...
We also had this kind of problem with the reading experience, also from comments, I guess, also showed that someone wasn't expecting some, like, the change in tone to be drastic. It's not even that drastic, I guess. Like, for me, it isn't, but
yeah, of course. And
it's
I don't
nice
know
that we have that on the first page.
Yeah, and I don't know if they specifically meant this. I think they were more catering towards Aki singing who's the greatest of all, something like that. I think
yeah, probably was.
Yeah, for me this was because this is directly from the novel mentioned a bird, but that was to show how, especially with the cats as well, it was to show how all of that cruel stuff can happen, and also that life just continues. So it was to show like there's something outside this happened, but there's an entire world outside of it that has nothing to do with what happened, and just the way life is there.
There's something that I really like about this sequence, and also I feel like this was the first time when I realized that most of the scenes that you see and come up with are perfect for animation but hard for me to draw, because they like, there's a lot of movement and stuff that happens in motion. Then like, I remember the description, like, the first time, you know, like the scene needed to start in the water with the bird under the water, then catching the fish and flying out and following the journey. It wasn't easy. It was actually like the first page that I was drawing, and it was like an underwater scene and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, and I just this like he's busy catching fish, flies away, and then he's relaxing, and then I like what I like about this page is it ends with the shadow, of course. Like, what the hell? What the hell is flying above him? Is that because now it looks like the ninth might be Dracula?
Sure. Yeah, maybe not based on the shadow, unless like he's flying with this. But yeah, but I remember that I liked this, specifically this, like because again I'm also like I also like visualize the scenes more in animation than in drawing.
Okay.
So like it makes a lot of sense that for this transition to exist. And it would be an awesome first episode, I guess, if just starting like this, just following the bird that comes it comes out of this lake. So
yeah,
like there's death, and then like a pretty happy moment for this bird that we get to see. But the end of the page also lets you know that there's something else. And it's all connected in like a cycle, which is the interesting part for me. And this is the technical thing that I meant. Like now you can see that it's the same place because there's the same animals before
true.
that you've seen before.
Yes.
Yeah, but I like the scene.
Me too. All right, and
next
then,
one.
Yeah. Bam. So this is this tells a lot, like based on the first two pages. Yeah, I need to talk in pages now. So first two pages, you see now, okay, bunch of dragons. Someone is being held captive. Of course, the bird is startled, but that's just for comedic effect. That should be clear. At least I wasn't thinking right now that the bird is gonna have like a significant role in the story. I never thought that.
No. I don't think anyone ever thought that. But yeah. He needed to end his scene in a nice way. I guess he's had his moment, and this is it.
Yeah. So here you like what I see is okay. Dragons, people sitting on top of dragons, someone held captive. From what I see right now, he doesn't have the same clothing as the fisherman we saw in page 1, but blue. So he's probably one of those fishermen. And because the person in the page 1 said, I apologize, fisherman, for what the knight has done, something is being done to the fisherman. So it makes sense that they're the one being held captive, and the ones sitting on top right now, I can see have horns and are greenish, and they fly on dragons. But this already says like, okay, someone is hunting the fisherman.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if you can call this hunting once you have your prey in a cage. Maybe
no,
just,
but you have the ones that were literally with arrows in their back. That's like that's like hunting stuff.
That seems like hunting for fun, which is maybe something more. Like I don't know.
True. So that makes you wonder, like, why, if they're killing others. No, that makes sense, because you did, like, even in the real world, you had like people conquering other territories, killing people, but also capturing people. So that makes sense. I was gonna ask, if they're killing them in the first page, why are they also holding a few of them captive? Or is this one like special? Were they specifically looking for that person?
Yeah, that's actually a good question, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, why
And
why this path?
is he the one that was? No, it couldn't be, right? He couldn't be the one who was thinking fisherman. Like I said I think I said it just now. Like he couldn't be the one thinking fisherman. I apologize for the night's cruelty towards your tribe, unless
There could be like a few
or other tribes,
scenes.
other blue skinned
Yeah.
tribes.
Or I mean, at this point, from a reader perspective, I don't know what a tribe is. I don't know if you like.
True.
He could be I don't know, like a trader of his tribe. He could not feel part of his tribe and call them fishermen anyway.
Yeah, but
There could be 1,000 different explanations for it.
Yeah, and I made the assumption on page 1. The person said fishermen, and you saw fishermen who are fishermen. You saw dead fishermen who are fishermen in the water. So was he talking fishermen as far as their physical appearance, or fishermen as far as their what they do? That was the I remember that for their design, that we would make it complex by having the fishermen actually be fishermen as well. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but
is it? Yeah. I think I am. Is it? I don't think it's. Isn't there like a word for? Because fisherman is the one that just fishes the fish.
Yeah.
Like
or fisher.
But okay, but it's not the word that describes someone that looks like a fish or like a marine creature, at least. Right.
No, you would say fishman.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So like the weird thing for me, it's not the weird thing, but the interesting thing for me for their design is, well, number one, I didn't want anything overly complex for them. But the interesting thing was they're fishermen, but they're also fish, so they might feel like hunting
they're fishmen
themselves.
And they're fishermen and fishmen. They're fishermen.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Now it's super clear what they are.
Exactly.
Yeah, with this bunch of words.
So yeah, I feel like these like this sequence of the first 3 pages is to show at least my intention, even with the novel, was to show, okay, we're gonna step into the actual theme of the story before we start with the
Yeah.
And I feel like this kind of in these 3 pages you basically see what what the themes maybe not all of the core themes, but what to expect from the entire story. It's we're not gonna put the focus on. It already says that we're not showing Dyoro immediately. Already says something about how we're going to approach this story. Dyoro, of course, is the main focus, but the story itself, the theme, is as important to us. We want to show you what will be explored, what types of things even Dyoro might experience. You can see that through these first 3 pages. So there's death. There's the bird. I don't know how you want to call that sequence, but you'll have that sequence, and you have like action.
Yeah.